And probably this video will answer a lot of questions, because this video is clearly telling us that something immediately happened completely 3 to 4 seconds after the liftoff. Because the video shows that immediately after the liftoff, the plane started to come down, and it was not able. And this is the visual. This is the visual. Can we just take out the top? Can we just take out the top band? Let's play this visual here. This is the visual. The plane gets up from the vantage point of the airport. It's going up. We'll play the entire visual. 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and then the plane starts to stall. Then the plane starts to stall. And you can see that it gave no time to the pilots. It just did not give any time to the pilots, and the plane went down. Let us play the visual again. Let us play the visual again. These are exclusive visuals. Mr. Jha, did you see this visual? Mr. Jha, can you please unmute yourself, Mr. Jha? Mr. Jha, can you unmute yourself?
I'm sorry, Karthik.
Am I audible to you, sir? Am I audible to you?
Yeah,
were you able to see the visual which I just played on air, sir?
Yes.
Okay, now, please decode this visual for us, sir.
This shows that the aircraft has taken off slightly at a lower below par of the thrust, because usually 787 will take off by about mid of the runway. Now, I don't know what is the total length of this runway, but it seems this is an international airport. Having the specifications of the runway length, it will be about 3.2 kilometers or so. The aircraft has taken off just maybe beyond the halfway of the mark of the runway. Par is slightly below than what otherwise would be expected. Now, after takeoff, now it is a normal takeoff by and large with slightly below par thrust. Look, it is ascending up. It is ascending up. That means the engine was working at this stage, thrust was there. Now, at this moment, now you see the aircraft has stopped going further and has started coming down. This is the time when the pilot will slightly lower the nose from what attitude it was there to gain some forward speed, but he is unable to sustain the flight because engine is not assisting him in maintaining the flight. He is reaching a stall speed. That is when he has decided to go and touch down. So all these are evident from this particular thing. It's a very clueful thing. Another thing, you see the engine. At no time you see any shoot or smoke coming out of the engine. That means engine has not caught fire. That is second thing that you can make it out from here. Third thing, if the passenger has walked out from seat number 11, that is a very clueful thing. The impact was not unsurvivable. These are the few things that we can make out from here. And when we are a slightly different point, when you are talking of the human factor, look, Karthik, I have told you earlier also, human factor could be on the pilot's part, on the engineer's part, or on the management part, support services and the management. It could be anywhere. Management role is something like this. That is how we call the cheese model of the aircraft accident, though it is not universally acceptable.
Mr. Jha, you made one point. You made one point. Can you just explain it in detail, sir? You said that Dreamliner generally takes off in the middle of the runway, and you said that it looks like that the takeoff was at a slower side. Can you just explain that to us?
I'll tell you. When you are on the takeoff run, takeoff roll, there is a continuous acceleration that goes on. That means thrust is pushing you more and more. In the initial, you are starting from 0 kilometers per hour to somewhere takeoff speed of about 180 odd kilometers. Now from here onward, you see here. Now the acceleration, how it should have gone through, it looks to me here at this moment that acceleration somehow is missing. But he has already hit V1. V1 says that now you can do the unstick part of it. You can take off from there. He has already hit V1. He is at that motion, so he chooses to take off. But then to climb up further, his engine is not supporting him there. Now he is coming down. He's helpless. This is the time when just before this, somewhere when he has started coming down. His engine would have told, his parameters in the cockpit would have told him something that you can't sustain this flight. We are coming down. The VSI would have shown him vertical climb indicator that would have shown him that I'm coming down. Engine parameters should have shown something that I am winding down. That is the time he would have given a call SOS, Mayday, that I'm unable to sustain flight.
Okay, is Dr. Sanat Kaul with me? Dr. Sanat Kaul, am I audible to you, sir? I think my voice is not reaching. Yes, Mr. Jha, please complete your point. I think there's a technical issue with his line.
If you bring that, okay, next time when you show the same picture, I'll tell you what exactly happens. When we are taking off, that acceleration of the engine keeps you pushing up. That is what I find is missing somewhere here itself. That means immediately after takeoff or just before takeoff, engine has started playing something there. I'll show you. When you give the next run, now this is all fine here. Acceleration is normal. Acceleration is absolutely normal. It is okay at this point. It is okay at this point. Now here after I would have expected it to fasten it further, but it is slightly sluggish here. Now, if you see it now, the ascent rate is ceased. Normally, when we take off, that is the ascent rate. Within a few seconds, you are at 1,000 feet. That is not there here in this case. It has flown so many seconds, but it has not reached there. Aircraft is just about, say, 100 or 120 odd meters above the ground level. So, these are the few things which is telling you that engine is below par at this juncture itself. It has not given away at 600 feet or.
You are saying that basically you are saying that the engine did not provide the relevant thrust. But
Yes.
you also told me, 10 minutes ago, you said that the thrust and the power, the torque, whatever the word is used in the aviation, is checked before the takeoff.
Yes. See what happens when you put the throttle up. Aircraft is under the brake. It will not move. You must have heard. We raise the RPM. We raise the RPM at the top of the RPM, not 100%, maybe around 80% or so. That is the time when you check all the parameters. Thrust, they are not direct. Thrust will be, you can see the thrust only when the aircraft is running. But without the aircraft running, there are the corollary instruments in the cockpit which will tell you that thrusts are there. It is normal. Then only you release the brake. So that would happen normal in this case also, and especially when this aircraft is going for international flight. For next 9 hours, it will be airborne. So no one will take any chance at that time. So everything would have been normal. I can see the aircraft normal till that time. Till that time before.
Absolutely, and suddenly you find that there is no power.
Yeah. This is the time when you see the aircraft ascent is not there.
Yes.
I can't see the aircraft climbing at the way.
Yes, and now it starts going down.
Yeah.
It just starts to go down. If you look at it,
This is the time pilot has given a call, SOS.
Mayday. It just starts to go down. There is no time to react.
There's no time.
This is a clear picture. I mean to say
Absolutely.
it's completely
Absolutely.
clear. I mean to say the pilot just did not have the time to react. And look,
He can't do anything. He just can't do anything.
and,
So
and
this is
the
the
entire
point.
plane turned into an inferno, sir.
This is the point I was trying to tell you, that investigator, the system engineer of the engine will have to look at it. That what is that single thing or cluster of events in the checking of the engine before takeoff or at the time of making it serviceable, that can cause both engine to lose thrust simultaneously. This is something what will be bogging
Does it look
every
like a case of
industry.
bird hit, sir?
No, it is not. Both engines, look, these are the massive engines. A small pigeon will go through it without doing any damage. A small pigeon, a crow can make the fighter aircraft go down.